Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here, Sweet Spot E-Magazine. Thank you so very much for all of your support. I really do appreciate it. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you have not had an opportunity to subscribe and you like my vibe, please do so. We're looking for the collective to grow. We're going to ring the bell. We're going to clear out this energy and we're going to see what the message of Spirit has for us. So you could hear that there was like a ring, and then behind it, there was immediately like an undertone ring. Like someone who's giving out advice, not some shit that they will follow, but some stupid shit that they think that you would follow. And somebody followed it to a T. Grand Rising, Saida. Someone followed it to a T. Bottom of the deck, Hierophant. Yeah, it's like somebody was thinking that somebody could have been somebody with a title in their family. They were following this advice, whatever it was, to a T. They was just thinking, okay, well, this has got to be the way because somebody is telling me, somebody with a title, they're telling me this. And they put all their faith in this person, and they did it quickly. If this person said stop talking to that person immediately, they would stop talking to them. If this person said throw this away, they would throw it away. It's like they blindly followed someone. Yeah, and in fact, it's like somebody was trying to get them to see something. Like something that somebody was trying to get them to see something or understand something, but they wouldn't. They just could never get it. They could never see it. They could never understand it. But someone who was trying to tell this person to use their own intuition, to think for themselves. Think for themselves. Use their intuition. What is their intuition telling them? Because if somebody would have thought to themselves, for themselves, they would have found out that something didn't feel right, something felt off, and they would have known to defend themselves. Like, not take all the advice, not take all the advice. Tell somebody, I'll think about it. But see, this is the type of person that would tell somebody that if they gave them some advice and they didn't listen to it, they didn't take it to a T, they'll never tell them another thing again. Now somebody understands that's probably what the best, that would have probably been the best, course of action. For them not to follow it and somebody never to tell them anything ever again. Because now this person is understanding that they followed some horrible advice. And they're the only ones that are paying for it. They're the only ones that's paying for it. You can't make this up. They are the only ones that's paying for it. Now somebody understands what somebody else was saying. Think for yourself. Don't just blindly follow someone else. Now they're getting this message, because they couldn't think of themselves, and it's affecting their relationship. All of their relationships. Because of this choice that they decided that they was going to make. And they was stuck. They was following this person for the longest time. Hey, Aisha, how are you? Following some fool for the longest time. But everybody sees how this emperor gives the worst advice. And they're telling everybody, don't follow this person's advice. Don't listen to it. Think for yourself. Everyone is telling this person, think for yourself. Oh my gosh. They're like, you listen to that stupid shit? You did. Everybody's like, I wouldn't have did that. They said I wouldn't have done that at all. I would have left that shit all the way alone. The people are shocked. People are like, that sounds stupid, right? Whenever you saying what they told you to do, whenever you're saying it, it sounds just as dumb as it did coming out that person's mouth. You understand that, right? Yeah. They're the only ones. Hey, K Hypey. Yes. And now everybody's curious. Why would you even do that? Why would you do this? Everyone is curious. Because they're getting justice. This person is getting karma for a bad decision that they made. Listening to somebody else. Listening to somebody that's part of their family who's good at nothing but causing conflict, causing chaos. That's all they did. This is a master of conflictor. Yes. They listened to somebody that had a title in their family and they thought that they was doing the right thing. They thought they was doing the right thing, but now whenever they're looking at it, they see it was stupidity. Like they're wondering why they even allowed themselves to go down that road. Because everybody is making this judgment call based on what they did, not on what someone told them to do. It's like they could have been following some grandparents or something, or a set of people, somebody that they thought loved them. They thought that this couple loved them. Could have been parents, could have been grandparents. Whoever this was, they thought somebody truly loved them. And they kept working towards it. They kept doing everything these people were saying. And not once did they stop and think, why are these people telling me this? Why are these people so gung-ho on doing this? Somebody should have did some research. They should have understood why maybe somebody moved halfway around the world. Somebody moved halfway around the world. And somebody else was happy about it because they felt like this person didn't felt like they won. Like they won something trying to cause you some type of conflict or hardship. Somebody should have thought, why was it that they were so gung-ho on jumping on board? Somebody thought they should have stopped, they should have paused, they should have tried to figure out what somebody was trying to do. But instead, this person, they didn't realize that they was working, there was a warlock. There was a warlock in the mix. And the warlock had them so confused, thinking, this is the right way. This is what you need to do. This is how you need to do it. But now, like I said, somebody is facing judgment and justice and karma because of a decision that they made. This is a choice that they ultimately made, as opposed to finding out more information. And somebody's trying to figure out right now, like they woke up and they're like, damn, why did I even do this? Yeah, they're sitting here thinking about all the times and however many times that they followed somebody else's lead. Followed somebody else's lead only for this person to have, they should have stopped. They should have took the cue. They should have listened. They should have listened. Their own intuition was telling them, don't do this. Not against this couple. I mean, this relationship. But see, somebody was all in their ego and shit. And now they realizing they're the only ones who are suffering. That's it. Instead of them being wise, they chose deception instead. They're the only ones that's suffering. You know what? It's like You know, what I do for a living, people think that they can go without answering my call. Go right on ahead. But I leave that message that this is only affecting you. This doesn't have anything to do with me. It's only going to affect you the longer you let it go on. And then all of a sudden, as if by magic, people are like, oh, I just got your call. I bet you did. Because now you understand that whatever you do to me or whatever you're doing, it don't bother me. It's only going to bother you. Yes, somebody realized that it was only going to affect them. It was not going to affect us ever, at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. So that's when someone is like, damn. They thought that if they do it like someone said, then they would be happy. They would be happy and somebody would have their back. That was a fantasy. You wouldn't be happy following somebody else's guide. And that person that you so blindly followed is not going to have your back either. Because the last thing they're gonna say that you're gonna remember was, well, why was you stupid enough to do it? Why didn't you think for yourself? That's the message, Spirit. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Somebody was just dreaming when they thought somebody was going to stand 10 toes down for them. They should have figured that shit out. They should have said, no, let me stand 10 toes down for my damn self and not thinking that somebody else is going to have my back. Somebody was too old to be acting so damn brand new. They was too old to be acting so damn brand new. You had too much life experience. You had already seen so much bullshit. You had already been involved in so much bullshit for you to put your trust in somebody that you was involved in bullshit with. Somebody who was involved in bullshit with. You put your trust in that ninja with a hard R. Now look at you. Now look at you. I see somebody with their head all in their hands, trying to hide their face because everybody's like, well, what was you doing that for? Like, what was you doing this for? This is what you get. This is karma. You're getting karma. Like somebody didn't know that doing this shit was going to mean that they were going to receive karma, especially if they was bringing conflict to you. This person was definitely going to receive some karma. They did whatever they could. Listening to somebody who had a dream just to make you suffer. That now this person is seeing that Wheel of Fortune is not going in their favor. In fact, it's turning away from them for listening to a fool, acting like a bigger fool. This person is now understanding they should have stopped. They should have held tight. They should have thought for self. They should have said, whose head is my ass stuck in? Is it stuck in my own ass or is it stuck in somebody else's ass? Either way, it was time for them to pull it out. I mean, come on now. At some point, you got to see the light. You want to see the light. At some point, you'd rather go by what is true than the shit that you making up. You know? They wasn't thinking that. They thought that everything that they was doing was going to build up to something. No, All it did was build up to these memories about this partnership. That's it. Now you're talking about what you used to have instead of what you have. They talking about what they used to have. I used to be able to, oh man, I had this, I had so much of this, I had so much of that. I used to have, I used to, everybody like, well, how come you don't anymore? Oh man, because I was listening to the wrong jackass. Oh, you mean you was being a jackass, listening to somebody who you knew didn't know? What's the message, Spirit? Being a jackass, following a jackass. You was following a jackass being a bigger ass. Because at some point, somebody has to understand this person ain't even telling me the fucking truth. This person don't even make sense, whatever the fuck they saying. This shit don't even sound right. Yeah, at some point, somebody should have used some damn discernment on what somebody else was trying to do or talk about. At some point, somebody had to use some damn discernment. Wait a minute, let me think for myself. Does this even sound right? What's the message, Spirit? Now, all these confirmation, I was going to say, somebody going through all these legal problems, all these, because you know what? They refuse to move forward on their own. And instead of thinking for themselves, they let somebody else think for them. This was somebody they should not have trusted. Sorry, y'all. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I could tell when it was coughing that was going to be a sneeze. This is somebody they should not have trusted. This is somebody who didn't have it together at all. This is somebody who was nothing but very childish, very jealous, and did not want to see anybody happy. That's who that was. And at some point, somebody refused to stop and think, wait, before I put in this work to do all this conflict to somebody, let me stop and think. Is there a particular reason why somebody is going so hard trying to pursue something? Is there a particular reason? What's the message, Spirit? Somebody going so hard. Anything else? Yeah. It's like whenever you're not thinking, yeah, this is what somebody should have been thinking about. What is the reason somebody's going so hard? They should have been trying to figure that shit out instead of trying to figure out, did they get you enough? They didn't get you at all, but they got them all the way. Trying to figure out, did they hurt you? They didn't hurt you at all, but they messed themselves up. Hey, Shaylin. You know? You trying to hurt me. Guess what you did to you? That's what you need to be worried about. You, not me. Something is about to happen next year or very soon. Very soon. It could be the beginning of next year. Because somebody dug a deep hole. Yes. And that just changed their own destiny. They changed their own destiny. This used to be a starseed. This person used to be a starseed. You know? Their jealousy outweighed their common sense. And this is somebody who was hanging around a low vibe energy vampire. This is somebody that you left on red. You know? But now it all makes sense. Now that they thought about it, now it all makes sense. Somebody should have had some strength. They should have been stronger than that. Because now it's like something about between April and July. People's going to be dropping like flies. Between April and July, people's going to be dropping like flies. So something is happening very soon. I feel like, between April and July, people dropping like flies. Maybe that's when Spirit says, okay, it's enough for you. You going wherever you're going to go. Because they learned the absolute truth about them. Hey, Shaylin. Thank you so very much for being a member for 1 month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. This now somebody's understanding that what they was doing, somebody like spiritually cut them. Somebody got spiritually cut. And that's a deep wound. That is a deep wound. What's the message? What is the message? Congratulations, Shaylin. I appreciate you. You know what? And I meant to do a members video this weekend. Oh, doggone it. Oh, so it stopped. Now that I was like, okay, I'll just see y'all tonight. Now it stopped spinning. Okay. I'll keep on for a little bit longer. This is too funny. I had just said, okay, I'll see y'all tonight. And then it's like it clears up. Okay, we'll do a little bit more. Hey, AJ, how are you? What's the message, Spirit? I'm telling you, this thing here. I almost did another live. Then I was like, let me just shut it down. And as soon as I said I was going to shut it down, it was like, nope, you got a little bit more to talk about. Yes, you are under your ancestors' protection. And they are so mad at this liar. They are so mad at this liar because they realize they ruined their entire life believing somebody's lie. I told somebody about that before. Don't ruin your life believing somebody else's lie. Check that shit out yourself. Check it out yourself. What's the message? Anything else? Yes. Karma has set in and they are sick. Oh, they sick. Everything. And they realizing every single thing that you do reflects you. It don't reflect nobody else. That's why you had to lead them to their own devices. Yes, they had an ego death. Because you know what? You survived everything. Everything that they put out there for you, you survived it. Everything. We're going to get one or two more cards and I'm going to shut it down. Make myself some breakfast before I start work. What else, Spirit? One or two more. One or two more. I guess that's it. Oh, there they are. They don't want you to know they're guilty. They don't want you to know they're guilty. And they sweating bullets and shitting on themselves. Yeah, because their plan fell apart. We're going to say, see y'all tonight. See y'all. Oh, here it goes again. Now it's cleared up again. This thing is messing with me. I swear. I'm getting ready to close it down right now. I was trying to put it in a little note. Says, see y'all tonight. I'm going to put it in there anyway. All right, y'all. I love y'all. See y'all tonight. I know, Shaylin. The moment that I try and do another message and it clears up again. Isn't this crazy? I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all tonight, okay? Have a great day. Have a wonderful Monday. See you Monday evening.